have some oil sands ore samples right out of the mine, unprocessed ore. So the first 3 buckets are low quality ore. You can see there's rocks, there's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of clay and shale material. This is typical of what we'll go through the process plant. So we're going to test this separately as low quality oil sands ore. Over here in these buckets, we have what I'd call high quality ore. Very little shale and rocks. Looks like sand and oil, right? So this is high quality ore. We're going to test them separately and measure the different results. So the next test we're going to conduct today is a high quality oil sands ore. We've got around 60 kgs. So we've just finished injecting for 30 seconds. And you can see really quickly, we have a nice slurry emulsion in there. That's actually amazing. Okay, so we're going to add another 20 kilograms of sample and then continue. That's 30 seconds. We'll now take a look at the sample. Really liquefied, nice oil emulsion on top. This is working excellently. Once we skim this oil off, we'll be able to see sand at the bottom. This is the first sample we ran of the high quality ore. It's now sitting, letting the froth bubble, getting a really nice clean oil layer on the top. After blasting and resting for half an hour, really thick, frothy oil layer on the top. We're going to skim that off and sample it. Really interesting. Okay, we now are sampling the solids, the sand at the bottom of the high quality ore sample that we tested. So we pressure blasted, we skimmed the oil off the top, we sampled the liquid phase and decanted it off. We now have mostly sand at the bottom. So this thick, thick layer of sand, really solid. There we go. That's what's going to drop out of the bottom of our process. That basically looks like beach sand, almost like the day it was deposited. Look at that. That's amazing. There's still some remnant oil in there. We haven't run the process completely and separated, but in real life in a process facility, we're going to get all that oil out of there. We're now going to start the barrel test on the low quality oil sand samples. So you can see the material, there's quite a bit of clay and fines and, dirtier looking material. Still quite a bit of oil content. So we're doing these tests separately so we can see the effectiveness of Petromax and the shearing on high quality versus low quality ore samples. We're now complete. 30 seconds of blasting. Really nice frothy oil on the top. Here we go, we're gonna add our second batch. Okay, so this is the low quality oil sand sample that we ran. More clay and fines in the sample. We've got a nice bitumen froth on the top. We're gonna sample this first before taking the liquids and the sand out of the bottom. So already just visually it looks like there's a bit less oil and it's less black and clean than the previous sample with the high quality ore, but still a nice oil separation on the top. This is the sand at the bottom of the low quality ore sample. We've taken a sample and sent to the lab. Mostly sand, but some fines and clay in there as well, because the input sample was pretty dirty, but really effective at getting the oil off of there.